Tonight, I want to do my best to convey to all of you outside of central London, whether in this country or anywhere else in the world, I want to try and convey to you what the atmosphere and the mood in our capital city is like tonight. It is day 2 of Queen Elizabeth II lying in state. I have to tell you, I was out there an hour ago, walking down the line, talking to those crowds. People said, oh, I've queued for 6 hours, I've queued for 7 hours. Do you know what? Some of these people would have queued for 60 or 70 hours. What I witnessed out there earlier was the most amazing, wonderful, and in many ways, actually really rather beautiful thing. As they queue along the south of the river, to go up over Lambeth Bridge, to go through the airport-style security, and then to go and pay their respects to the coffin of Queen Elizabeth there on the catafalque in that amazing, historic Westminster Hall. Here's just a snapshot of the people I spoke to just an hour ago. So it's Thursday afternoon, the second day of the lying in state, and what you're witnessing here with these lines of people is simply the most British thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Orderly, quiet, disciplined, not a single piece of litter has been put on the ground, and these people coming in their own very private, quiet way to pay their respects to the Queen. I tell you what, you look at these people, I actually feel very proud to be British, and for many of them it's a very emotional journey, but they're doing it so well and it's organised beautifully. As I've said for the last 2 days, when the government tell you the queues will be 24 hours, London will be full, please ignore them. Do everything you can to get here in the next couple of days. This is really worth doing.
Fantastic, yeah. It's
and a good, yeah. I mean, it's sad.
Yeah. But everybody's in a good mood, sun shining. Yeah. What more could you want?
Yeah, and it's a really...
I haven't been bored. The whole 6 hours, I've not been bored at all.
Is that because they're such lovely people?
Yes, of course we are.
Including you, sir. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much.
I came down from Bridlington.
Did you? Long way?
Yeah.
And what was your big motivation for coming?
2. My husband's a veteran. We had to choose who would... I had to come. And have a granddaughter in Canada. And I have been teaching her about the royal family. And she's so thrilled to know that the Queen was her Queen.
Yes.
And she asked me to come and say goodbye for her. So I promised her I would.
And you're expressing it, very emotional moment, isn't it?
Very, very emotional, very emotional. And I did want to add that the volunteers, I think they have been so fabulous all the way around. Keep smiling, they've been wonderful.
Well, we have respect for the Queen, for her unrelenting service to this country. Even though I'm not a British citizen, but I have lived here. And just to show and pay our respects.
And are you from a Commonwealth country?
Yes.
And this matters, doesn't it? I mean, she wasn't just the Queen of this country, the head of the Commonwealth. Nearly 2.5 billion people in it. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Icon.
Icon? What, a British icon? A global icon?
Global.
Do you know what? I think you're right. She is global, isn't she?
Yeah, she's the head of the Commonwealth.
It's a wonderful atmosphere, very calm, people patiently queuing, waiting in line to pay our respects to Her Majesty the Queen.
Is this not the best of British?
Absolutely.
I think this just sums up Great Britain, a day like today. Everyone's together. I've met 4 people today, and we've almost like lifelong friends now.
Yeah.
We've already exchanged names and addresses. I'm hoping to go to Lanzarote because they live in Lanzarote. but it is jovial. There's a lot of laughter, a lot of fun.
It'll change.
It'll change once we get over the other side of the bridge.
And clearly, so you served for a very long time.
42 years in the Royal Navy. Left in February last year.
Goodness me.
And I felt it was my duty to turn up here one of these days. And so today I thought would be the best day. Obviously the weekend I think will be exceptionally busy. Having just heard from some guys, it's probably about 9 hours back to the back of the queue now.
Yeah, it's 4.5, 5 miles now, the queue.
Yeah, no, it's just my duty to be here today.
Well, that magnificent naval veteran, 42 years of service, said he simply had to be there. But as he said, the slightly jovial, a bit understated, but slightly jovial, happy mood of a Sunday afternoon walk that we saw on the South Bank becomes very different as you see, those of you watching on television, these live shots as those people make it to far past the coffin of the Queen, and it all becomes very much more sombre and very much more serious, as indeed it should. But this story of people queuing, as we say at the moment, we think the queue is about 9 hours and it's going to go on. And you know what? If it went on for a month, I doubt the queue at any point would stop.